When is it impossible to avoid a virus infection? How about when the virus is already in you? Okay, that's a creepy enough answer, but not only is it true, you've had them since before you were born. You might be wondering what these viruses are and how you can get rid of them now. But these viruses are retroviruses, and sorry, they're here to stay. That's because when retroviruses infect one of your cells, they make a copy of their genetic material and they stick it inside your DNA. That's right, they're hiding in your genes. What's more, every time one of your cells divides into two, guess who gets copied along with the rest of your DNA? Retrovirus, that's who. So how did you get them? Well, whilst normal cells in your body happily make new copies of themselves once in a while, when conditions are perfect, sperm and egg cells have a habit of making entirely new copies of humans. If the retrovirus gets into a sperm or egg cell, there will be a retrovirus copy in every single cell of the baby's body. The once free-spirited virus with dreams of seeing the world becomes a prisoner inside the cells of a squishy, crying human, becoming an endogenous retrovirus, or ERV. So really, you're part virus. Your DNA has been changed forever. Up to 8% of your DNA is made up of these things, and these guys are millions of years old, so don't blame your parents, it's not their fault. So you're probably now wondering whether this isn't kinda dangerous? Shouldn't you be sick all the time? The answer is yes if you lived in the past. For example, HIV is a retrovirus that is relatively new to humans and spreads from person to person by unprotected sex and blood contamination. HIV infection leads to gradual destruction of the immune system, and in the current stage of humanity's relationship with the virus, it's hard to imagine that having it in every single cell of your body wouldn't be anything but bad news. But it's clear we're not all sickly wrecks, suffering under the burden of the viral stowaways in our DNA. This is because the viruses lodged into our DNA aren't even fully functional anymore. They've lost pieces here and there, no longer able to form virus particles to spread between people. But how do we get from deadly plague retroviruses like HIV to the peaceful dwellers that reside in our DNA? Well, the title of this video promised you koalas, so why don't we ask them? No, I'm serious, the koalas are totally the guys we should be talking to right now. Not only are they totally adorables, but they are also infected with 3 different koala retroviruses named CORV-A, CORV-B, and CORV-J? Scientists, good job naming things. Just like some of our own free-living retroviruses, the koala brand viruses have a nasty habit of destroying the immune system to make copies of themselves. With a weakened immune system, just like HIV and AIDS, cancers and infections from other germs are common, and unsurprisingly, a lot of infected koalas die. What's more, the virus appears to be spreading quickly from the north to the south of Australia. So are these nasty viruses killing all the koalas? You better hope not, because in Queensland and New South Wales, all this bit of Australia, every single koala is infected. What's more, when virologists take cell samples from the bears and look at their DNA, the virus is often inside every cell and often found in the same place in the koala genome. Kinda looks like the virus is stuck in there. Kinda looks like an endogenous retrovirus. So while there is definitely free-roaming koala retrovirus spreading south in Australia, there are also bears which pass the virus to their offspring via their DNA. This is exactly what would have happened to humans every time we encountered a new human retrovirus in our history, and we're still here to tell the tale. Probably because all the people that couldn't tolerate the virus ended up dying and didn't have any kids. But hey, not our ancestors. While there might have been people that were naturally more resistant to the viruses before they became tamed in our DNA, this tolerance is also down to the virus. If success in evolution is passing on your genes, as a free-living virus, all you care about is making more viruses. If you have to kill a few humans here and there, who cares? Therefore, the virus becomes really efficient at spreading between people. But if that virus becomes stuck in our DNA, its ability to spread its genes is now linked to our survival. If we don't live long enough to make kids with virus-containing DNA of their own, you lose, virus. That's why our endogenous retroviruses have genes missing. They don't need them anymore to spread around, and they need to make sure they don't kill us. So how much can a koala bear? The virus may have been infecting koalas for hundreds to thousands of years, and the virus may already be adapting to its furry eucalyptus-munching new home. As genetic studies of the koalas continue, we're already discovering koala retrovirus genomes with bits missing, suggesting it may be evolving away from its free-living recent past. While we'll have to keep an eye on the disease, right now koalas have more to fear from human interference than they do from their retroviruses. So there you have it, koalas. Adorable, sleepy, and our view into the evolutionary relationship between animals and the retroviruses stuck inside them.